Hey everyone, how you guys doing?
If I ever took a loss, I learned a lesson. I won't ever think I'm better than the next man. I've been down before the club, my body's stressing. Baby, I'm too busy counting all these blessings.
Hi, how are you guys? Thank you guys. We're just waiting for everyone to tune in. Thank you guys for coming. You're here for the youth roundup. It's Friday, so we're about to get started in a few. Just waiting for a few more people to tune in. Hi, how you guys doing?
If I ever took a loss, I learned a lesson. I won't ever think I'm better than the next man. I've been down before the club, my body's stressing. Baby, I'm too busy counting all these blessings. Count it up, count it up, count it up. Count it up, count it up, count it up. Count it up, count it up, count it up. Blessings. Count it up, count it up, count it up. Count it up, count it up, count it up.
Hi, hello everyone. Again, thank you everyone for tuning in. You're here with Destiana Bad. I am Destiana, and we're on Embassy Church, Florida live. This is the youth roundup. So my name is Destiana. I am a youth leader. I attend and I am a member and a youth leader at Embassy Church under the great leadership of Dr. Apostle Regina Martin. Also, I'm part of the Youth Remnant Group under the great leadership of Youth Pastor Latresa Jackson. So again, thank you guys for tuning in. This is the Youth Roundup. So let's continue to round up and bring all the youth in. If you know a youth or you know someone, please share. Make sure you invite them to come on this Youth Roundup. So we're about to get started. And again, thank you for tuning in. It's Youth Roundup Friday. Let's get it. So today, I'm here to encourage someone watching, someone that's tuning in, someone that's just here on a Friday. Today is May 8th, right? I consider May right now, the word that I would like to consider May is Major May. So being that God is about to do some major things right now, and especially for rounding all of us up to come together with just what's been going on with the pandemic, the lockdown, I want to let somebody know that your May is going to be major and 2020 is still your year, right? So moving forward to know that you may look like things not going good. You feel like a lot of people are dying and it's getting real, like how they say coronavirus is getting real, but Apostle said Christ is getting real. So right now, a lot of times it's getting real. So you like, you know, even for if a teen right now that's watching, you're currently in high school and you're looking like they cancel graduation, they cancel the whole year of school, they cancel prom, and you're trying to figure out what is next for me. What do I do next? You know, you feel like your whole senior year is over with. I just want you to know that God is still working, you know. I'm asking that he send you favor to know like what's going on. You may look like Grabash got canceled, everything got canceled, but just because it looked like it got canceled, know that other plans are coming towards you. So I'm asking that even if they got to do a rerun and they got to bring prom back in 2021, that it's still going to happen for you. So even if it's not prom, know that God going to send you favor when it's time for applying for colleges and so forth. So I want you to just stay focused, you know, stay motivated, you know, don't let this get to you. Know that God is still showing out, you know, he's still opening doors right now. So even if you're looking like, okay, things not going well, you got to get into a place where, you know, you just got to continue to stay focused. You know, it's beyond 2020 vision. Don't just look like, you know, be focused on the distractions that's trying to keep you off track. This is a time where I say this is a time you're taking off from high school, you're taking off from college. This is a time to focus on you. Self-reflect, use your time wisely, focus on your goals. You know, if you got to write it down, write the vision down and make it plain. This is the time to focus on you and focus on your goals. I can't stress this enough. You know, you may look like you had a break from school, but when you look at it, I think technically all of us needed a break. We needed a break to focus on ourselves. We needed a break to focus on our goals. So this is the time where even you can self-reflect. Get yourself prepared. God got you in a preparation season. Get yourself prepared for college. You know, you can get yourself prepared what you want to do. Even if you see yourself starting a business before you go to college, that way when you're in college, you're able to be a young entrepreneur and you can make money while you're in college. So this is the time now to think. I know you got to self-reflect and wondering what you're going to do next. You know how college is going to go for you, being a senior and transferring over to be a freshman all over again. But this is the time to actually self-reflect and focus on you, focus on your goals. Know that it's all going to work out. It is going to work out, you know? So this is the time, like, use your time wisely. I can't stress this enough, to use our time wisely. You know, it been a lot of things that you want to do. It been a lot of things that you had to write down in your goals. I'm sure even your whole senior year, you wanted to work on certain things, but you had school, so you were so busy, you didn't have the time. By the time you get off school, you got to probably go to work. If you got to go to work, then you got to probably go babysit. You got to do something. You had an activity, you had football, you may have basketball, soccer, whatever the sport may be, you had something to do right after school. So now the fact that you have downtime, what do you do now in your meantime? Are you just going to sit home, eat all your quarantine snacks and gain weight? Or this is the time to actually use your time wisely and level up? So when I want to encourage you is to know that, to be self-motivated, to motivate yourself, but also in this time, also get right with God. You know, God is still like looking out. So this is a time where, you know, you want to build your connection more with God. You want to know more of him. You know, you want to ask him for certain things to pray about, you know, even for your senior year, for college and different things that you've been asking, even the job promotion, certain careers that you see yourself going into. You see yourself going to the Navy. You see yourself going into the Army. This is the time where you're self-reflecting, you're writing all the goals down, and you want to see, like, what do I really want in life? What is my purpose? What am I doing? What am I not doing? What should I be doing? So that's the difference. You know, you have to compare and contrast to know, what exactly do I want in life? I want you to ask yourself this today. Ask yourself, what do I want in life? A lot of times we don't know. Sometimes you that's watching right now, you may don't know what your purpose is. But I'm asking that God give you, you know, he give you the tools, he give you the structures. That way, in this meantime, in this downtime, right now in May for 2020, that you're looking like you had to take a break from school, you had to take a break from work, whatever the case may be, and you're trying to wonder how you're going to pay the bills, how you're going to pay for college and so forth, that God is going to send you favor. God is going to make a way for you. It's going to turn around and it's going to work around for your good. So I just want you to stay encouraged. Don't give up. Continue to push, to continue to go. This is the time, like, you do not want to give up, because you don't know. It's going to be a blessing in disguise. You know, we're on a lockdown, but God is still opening doors. So you want to continue to know that, trust, have faith. You don't have to give up. You don't have to continue to worry. It's just a lot going on, and you may wonder why now? But this is the time that God is getting us to get our focus back on him. This is the time he wants us to focus on him, focus on what we have to do in life. That way we could be able to go to the next level. A lot of times we're not doing that because we were so distracted. We never had the time to do that. But now that you have the time to do that, this is the time where you have to shift your mindset. You have to focus on you and your family. So continue. The words I can't stress is to focus, to stay focused. You know, continue to stay focused in the midst of everything. Continue to stay focused, because a few years from now, a few months from now, things are going to change, and you're going to remember. I remember myself in 2020. I remember the place I was in when we were in a pandemic. I remember what I had to go through. I remember what I had to do, but it was only because it was working for your good, because you will remember this day. You have to continue to know what exactly that you're going to do for the next person. What exactly that you're going to do for your family member. How you're going to be able to be that one to break the generational curses. You may look like I'm young, but God could use you at a young age. Like me, I'm a 21-year-old entrepreneur, right? Growing up, I always felt like, not I was more advanced than my age, but I just felt like, why me? Why did I have to go through certain things at a young age? But then I had to realize that I'm chosen. God chose you. You're chosen for such a time as this. We're all called according to his purpose. So I didn't know that. I always used to wonder why I was so different, why it was hard to fit in, why a lot of people didn't like me, why I couldn't fit in with others. But then I had to realize, like, God called me to stand out. He didn't call me to fit in. He called me to be different. He called me to think out the box. So it was time for me to know that you can't fit in with everybody, because you're unique, you're different. So you fit it in with everybody, you'll just be able to just fit in. You're going to blend in and being a camouflage, but he didn't call you to be like that. He called you to be different. So this is the time where he's calling you. He's calling you to step out. He's calling you. This is the time that you got to answer the call and work on becoming you, becoming who you desire to see yourself to be. I'm sure you got a bunch of goals. You see yourself getting that new job. You see yourself starting a business. You see yourself getting into that college or that university. You see yourself like just going places, right? So after high school, after like, what do you do next? You know, this is the time that you're going to work on that. I'm asking that God give you the instructions to work on that, to know that you're about to go to another level. You're about to level up. So this is the time that you want to focus on you, focus on God, focus what he have for you, being that he have a lot of plans for you, but you have to actually walk in to fulfill those plans. You can no longer stay stagnated. You can no longer stay stuck, because you have to go to another place, another level, and another dimension. Right? So it's all about going to the next level. And if you're just stuck of wondering right now, or being stuck of what's going on with 2020, you're going to miss it. You don't want to be distracted. You got to stay focused. You got to just stay focused. Keep your eyes tunnel vision. Whatever it may be, a lot of stuff going around you, but you still got to continue to stay focused. Keep your eyes on the prize. You got to stay focused. I can't stress this enough. Just stay focused. No matter what comes your way, no matter what somebody say, no matter what the reports say, no matter, this is the time to stay focused. You even been saying, like me, I'm young right now. This is the perfect time. You see yourself, you're about to get out of high school. Start building your credit. You want to start building your credit. You want to start working on certain things. You see yourself getting a graduation gift to yourself. You see yourself getting a new car. You see yourself walking into that new university. You even been praying about getting accepted to a new college. This is the time that you want to get into prayer. You want to stay focused, because God is about to make it happen for you. As he made it happen for me during the pandemic, like me, I just got me a car 2 weeks ago. I didn't expect God to bless me, but in this time he did bless me. And I'm here to encourage you to know that God is going to bless you. You watching this live right now, God is going to bless you in 2020. 2020 is still your year. You got to continue to push. You got to continue to press, because God is still looking out. He's still showing blessings, and he's going to continue to make big moves in 2020. Not little moves, but big moves. So despite what they saying on the news, despite what you hear people texting you back in the group chat, oh, this is that, oh, they cancel your prom, this not happening for you, you're not doing Grabash, just say, God got me. That's all you have to say. God got me, because God do got you at the end of the day. No matter what got canceled, God got other plans. Prom got canceled, God got other plans. Graduation got canceled, God got other plans. To know that you still made it. You know, many don't have the opportunity to graduate. Many don't have the opportunity. So yes, it is fun. Who am I to say? Because I did go to prom. And I feel for you, but to know that it's still a blessing, that God is still doing something. The fact that it even say when you look on your virtual, it even say that you graduated, that the fact that you got all your credit, that's a blessing. You still have to look beyond it, you know? I know you want to do the fun, but still look beyond it, to know it's a blessing that you're going to graduate, to know that other things that people couldn't do, that God was able to put you in a position to be able to do that, to be able to become that. So that's what it's all about, to know to still give him thanks at what's going on. You know, even though it may look like a mess, God is still going to bless you. God is still blessing you. So this is the time where, again, focus, stay focused, continue to press, continue to do exactly what you always been wanting to do. Get your goals out, everything that your heart desires, from your needs and your wants. You can distinguish the difference. You know, we all have needs, but I'm sure you got some wants also. This is a time in your downtime that you're going to continue to know exactly what you want in life, because you're going to be able to get your mind clarity. That way, when everything, because you know how they saying right now, outside is closed. I can't wait till outside open back up again, because we're inside. But this is the time, get yourself together. That way, when outside do open back up again, you're going to be prepared. You're going to be ready. You don't want outside to open back up again and then you just missed it. You missed the time to focus on your goals. So once outside open back up again, you will be prepared. You will be ready. So get ready for when outside open back up again. For 2020, during the pandemic and the lockdown, you want to get it together. So that's exactly what you're going to do. I'm asking that before, when you get off this live, like, you get your notebook, you write in your notes everything that you've been wanting to do, everything that your heart desire. Like, words are powerful. The principle of writing things that you want to do, that you've been asking for God for you to do, even for just asking him to bless your business. how to come up with the name for the business, how, like, what to do for your family. You want to be the first one to go to college out of your family. The people didn't do it in your family. You're going to be the one to break generational curses. You're going to be a forerunner. What your mama didn't do, what your daddy didn't do, what your grandma didn't do, you're going to be the one to do it at a young age. And people are going to know it was only God that did it for you. It was only God, because when others said no, God said yes. So you're going to continue to do things that you never thought that you amount to do. The things that people said that you wouldn't do, you're going to do. And it will only because of God. It'll be God's grace. That way you could be able to look back and say, I know it was only God that did it for me. All that stuff that you went through in high school and middle school and elementary school, all that stuff that you went through, it wasn't just by coincidence. God had to make you go through that. That way you could be able to appreciate your now. You could be able to know what he put you through, because at the end of the day, he had blessed you. Everything, when you look back from all the flashbacks and everything, and you continue to ask God, why me? Why me? And he said, because I called you. I had to get you in a place. I had to take you away from all the distractions. I had to take you away from the world. I had to get you focused and call you at a young age. You may think, okay, it's not cool to be, to know God, to be in church. But at the end of the day, God said you still could be yourself and you still could love me. I got to repeat that again. You still could be yourself and you still could love me. That's what God's saying. You still could be yourself and you still could love me. You don't got to be too churchy. You don't got to be like, thinking everything is like how people portray a person to be that go to church. You still could be yourself and you still could have a fire for God. You still could love God. You could be yourself. You don't have to be anyone else. It's all about being yourself. It's all about becoming you. You don't have to do what other people do. Because he called you to be different. He called you to stand out. So this is a time where you want to focus on you. If you was trying to find your identity, you wanted to know who you are, you wanted to know what you would like to do, this is the time to work on you in this time. I can't stress this enough. You need to work on you. Work on everything that you've been wanting to do. Everything that you've been wanting to do. It's time to focus. It's time to get right. Everything that everybody said that you couldn't do, you're about to do. Why? Because you got God on your side. Everything that you thought you couldn't do, you're about to do. Why? Because you got God on your side. So everything, you are exactly about to level up to the point like they about to know it's like it's real. It's getting real. Because everything that you thought you couldn't imagine to do, you're about to do. So it's about to be about to do season. You're about to just do it. Everything that you thought you couldn't do, get ready to do it in 2020. It's still your year. Continue to grow. To continue to love, to execute all your visions, all your goals, all your dreams. Continue to go to the next level. Like, I can't stress this enough. Just like going to the next level in a video game. I'm sure you want to pass that level to go to the next level. So I know you can't see yourself staying at the same level. It's time that you got to grow. You're about to get out of high school. You're about to go to the next level. You're about to go to college. You're about to go to a university. You're about to go to the Navy. You're about to go to the Army. You're about to start your own business. Maybe you just want to be an entrepreneur. You're about to go to another level. You're just about to finish college. You're about to start your career. You're about to go to another level. It's time to go to another level. Don't just be stuck and miss it. Don't think, okay, 2020 not going good. I had somebody the other day say that 2020 was canceled. That's a lie. 2020 is not canceled. 2020 is still happening right now. 2020 is still going on. You're still blessed in 2020. So continue to grow in 2020. To continue to push in 2020. 2020 is not canceled. If you're watching it right now, I need you to type in the comments and say, my 2020 is not canceled. Right? If you're watching this live right now, in the comments, put my 2020 is not canceled. I want you to know that your 2020 is not canceled. Your 2020 is still your year. Continue to remind people, even if you got to text your friends, you got to text people and say 2020 is not canceled. Because sometimes we got to remind ourselves, you got to remind the ones around you. Stop speaking negative. Think positive. Continue to grow. 2020 is not canceled. 2020 is going to continue and go. You got to continue to go and grow. I like that. Continue to go and grow. That's exactly what you got to do. Continue to go and grow because your 2020 is not canceled. I can't stress this enough. I want you guys to write today. If you got to write it in your book, write it in your phone, put my 2020 is not canceled. Because why? 2020 is your year. Because why? God is still going to make a way. Because why? God is showing out and he's opening doors. He didn't forget you. He didn't forget about me. He just had to show us he's still God in the midst of what's going on. Because 2020 is not canceled. We're about to go to another level. We're about to level up, and Major made to know that major things is about to happen for us right now, that you're going to believe it and you're going to look like, man, that was major. The moment that you see something, that was major. And when you say major, because it's God, it's major. He's a major God. He's not just a God. He's a big God. He's a major God. So you like, man, that's going to be real major. So when everything that you see that's going to be happening back to back in 2020, you're going to know that it was God. He was doing some major things for you and your family. You know, continue to grow and go. Write everything down. Continue to put all your major goals down, from the minor goals to the big goals, from the short-term goals, from the long-term goals to the right now goals. You want to write all that things down, because you're going to be able to execute it. Like I said, don't get distracted. Don't procrastinate. This is the time. Even right now, if you're young, you see yourself, you want to motivate others, I encourage you to get on live and motivate your friends. If you got to get in a group chat with your people, y'all got to do FaceTime, group chat, FaceTime. This is the time. Let's empower one another. Let's show we still can make it. Our 2020 is not canceled. We're still going to have a fun year. Our senior year, your junior year, your freshman year, your sophomore year, whatever it is, the youth, we finna round up. We finna level up. We're going to go to another level. So this is the time. Let everybody know your 2020 is not canceled. I can't stress this enough. Again, you guys, I want you guys to make sure to know you didn't forget everything that you had to do. Don't forget it. Don't put it to the side. Don't say, oh, I'll do it later. Don't stop. You got to continue to go. Continue to push, all gas, no brakes. Like, for real, for real. Tunnel vision, straight tunnel vision, you know? So don't get distracted. Stay focused, and one thing will happen after the next. One thing will happen after the next. Everything that you've been wanting to do, to the point you won't even believe it. You know, it's a lot of times I'm looking like, man, some things that I wrote probably 2 years ago, it's actually happening for me right now. I didn't see it coming, but it's happening for me right now. And because why? I had faith. You know, even though I had fear, I'm going to be honest, it's time I had to really you know what? I got to make sure my faith on another level. Because if I'm somebody, I say I'm a believer in God, I actually got to believe in God and trust in him to know what he's about to do for me. So I want you to encourage, to let your people know, like, God is about to make it happen, you know. Continue to push. Continue to know your 2020 is not canceled. Make sure that your faith is on another level. I know we all have fear. We all got doubts in our mind, you know, but you want to continue to remove those doubts. Continue to remove those doubts. Stay focused. Don't let nothing stop you. A lot of things may come your way, but you got to continue to push. Don't let nothing stop you. I can't repeat, like, do not let nothing stop you. A lot of things may come your way and you want to stop, you want to give up, and you're like, man, like what? Like, what do I do next? Don't stop. Continue to go, continue to grow, continue to level up. Like, round it up. This is the time. Like, get all your rounds. That's the same thing like when people was in the world, people wanted their rounds to fight and different things like that. But you need to get all your rounds with God. Like, God, like, I'm here for round 1. I'm here for round 2. I'm here for round 3. Whatever round you come to give me, God, I'm finna take it. Because at the end of the day, why? Because I trust in God. So it's like, whatever round you give me, know that I got to go through rounds with you. Because I'm going to continue to trust in you, because I believe that you got something big for me. Right? So I just want to encourage you again. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is Embassy Church, South Florida. I am a youth leader, Destiana. And you just tune in and watch the youth roundup. Make sure you invite and tell a friend to tune in to next time. Again, right now, due to the lockdown, church is closed. But if you want to tune in to our Sunday service, it's on Facebook. So make sure you tune in. Embassy Church of South Florida. Facebook services is on every Sunday, each and every Sunday at 11 o'clock a.m. So I want you guys to invite your family, invite your friends. That way you guys could be in your crib watching church on Sunday. And we also got Bible studies virtual on Facebook on Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. So again, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you remind somebody, you let somebody know, and you text somebody and let them know that 2020 is not canceled. Thank you again, and you guys have a nice night. Youth Roundup.